Hey, we've got two teams coming into this game on dueling hot streaks.
It's hard not to be excited for this one. Both are looking at this game as an opportunity to make a statement.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first points up on the board here for Oklahoma City. Brown outside. There's the 3. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. And these guys are winning games by at least 11 points per game. I mean, they're beating up on teams in historic fashion.
And these guys are bringing back memories of that monumental season the 71-72 Lakers had at just over 12 points. These guys are nipping at their heels.
SGA kicks to Holmgren. Over Tatum. Kept alive. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Hartenstein.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Tatum. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
Austin with the ball. The Thunder making the shot.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. SGA against White. Gilgeous-Alexander with the bucket. SGA's got his second basket of the night. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. I brought up Jalen Williams, and coach said that he has a plan. Williams is an impressive all-around player. Coach did admit that, but we're hoping for some physical, high-pressure defense that will put him off his game a little tonight. A simple strategy, but coach seems confident that it'll get results. Back over to you guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Here's Williams. Count that one.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Boston again missing. And here are the Thunder now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Celtics trail by 12 to the paint. Here's Queta. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Queta's got his second basket. The Thunder have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Fires from the wing. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Holmgren.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Dort against Brown. Pass to Hauser. Gets an open look and hits.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
The Thunder leading by 10. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Here's Hartenstein. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Tatum. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Let's take a quick look at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Creating points off turnovers have been the calling card for these teams. Number one, the Thunder.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end, and you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
To the middle. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now here's Wallace. 8 points his last outing. Wiggins inside the line. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Garza, and he jams it with authority.
I'll tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Here's Wiggins. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Walsh. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Joe passes to Williams. Looking for Wallace. He gets it there. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Three-pointer, Pritchard. The shot, no good. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Thunder?
Oh boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And another thing, Coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Wallace is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then it's Williams. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Joe in at the two-guard spot. And Craig, the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The Thunder leading by 8. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Pritchard against Mitchell. Pass to Gonzalez. Here's Shireman. Misses the three.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Bucket is good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Back to you.
He has come a long way. Okay, thank you, Allie. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Boston making some changes. Walsh is checked in. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Gonzalez. Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Mitchell. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown the pass to Walsh. Back to Brown. And they double up Brown. Pass to Walsh. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Here's Joe. He's covered by Pritchard. Brown against Gilgeous-Alexander. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 16. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
Here's Holmgren. That's good, and SGA with the assists. Holmgren's got 4 this quarter. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Pritchard with the ball. SGA defending.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Boston making some changes. Kate is checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for Jason Tatum. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Dort comes in for Wallace, and it's Mitchell in for Isaiah Joe. Boston again missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
He gets that one.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Now, here's SGA. Lays it up off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got his second bucket tonight.
And boy, what a much-needed bucket there. Ends a 16-0 run by the Thunder.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Shoots over White. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Pritchard passes to White. Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
Come on, Jalen, that's just ridiculous.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. There's 38 seconds left now here in the second. Bounce pass from Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Here's Brown. The Thunder making the shot. Outside, White. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 5. Nice defense from Dort. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Thunder out in front as they end the second quarter on a 20-4 run. While we've got a moment now, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Coach Dagnall, pretty good play from this team in the first half. What'd you like best?
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Welcome to the Halftime Show.
They say live by the three, die by the three. Right now, they are on life support.
Agreed. They're shooting their way right out of this.
All right, and now that we are in, and that'll do it for halftime. We send you back.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the three. That's the Boston Five. Now here's Tatum. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. White against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's White missing.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make them all.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
And let's review some numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. He's around 31 points per game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
And here's Tatum for three. Oklahoma City shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. A nice shot by Hartenstein.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
White is double. SGA with the steal. 13 feet away. Holmgren.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
90 seconds now into the second half. Brown outside. White setting the pick for Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
Holmgren. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Holmgren's got 4 points this quarter.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Brown outside. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And here's Tatum for three. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got 5 now.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart him, kind of wake him up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't, and most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Guys, back over to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Timeout called the Celtics. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. Number 1, the Celtics. The Thunder in 4th.
Yeah, I mean, both of these clubs have really been good from the free throw line. I mean, the focus is there, and the numbers would back that up.
Outside, White from deep. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Holmgren. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Outside Tatum. Shoots from 14, and there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Tatum. Brown's got his 2nd basket of the game. The Thunder have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the 3rd quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. SGA kicks to Holmgren. Lays it up and banks it in. Holmgren's got 12.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Brown. And get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. Now here's Dort after Jaylen Brown's miss. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And great recognition. Holmgren saw the open floor and took advantage.
Here's White, and White slams it in.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Holmgren with the bounce pass. Here's Williams. Here's Hartenstein. Here's SGA. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Oklahoma City.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Gonzalez, that's good. And so here is Oklahoma City. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. It's off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Mitchell, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 57 seconds left in the 3rd. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Wiggins has got 6 points.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
.44 seconds left in the 3rd. Mitchell outside. Back to Wiggins. Pass to Joe. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 17. Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 8.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Pass to Shireman. Here's Garza. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll get you back to the action after this break.